Welcome to Capital City Opera and celebrating our founder Donna Angel's 80th birthday with a dinner and a diva of Donna's favorites. During this presentation, you will get to hear a few stories of Donna's as we explore her 3 favorite roles, her favorite opera, and how she found herself in Atlanta. I am Michael Nutter, Artistic Director, and I'm joined by Music Director Catherine Giel and Conductor Michael Giel. Please join us for our birthday card to Donna.
Tonight's featured singers are Lucy Stearns, Megan Reeder, Jayme Alilaw, and August Bair.
Around 1964, Donna had performed the role of Pamina in the Magic Flute in Greenville, South Carolina. Her husband, Henry Angel, was serving in the military and was stationed in Texas. She had just visited him and was en route to Atlanta to audition for Robert Shaw. At the airport, she saw a newspaper article stating that Fletcher Wolf Chorale was to present Mozart's The Magic Flute. She called the number listed and spoke with Jeanette Robinson, accompanist and assistant director, and told her that she would like to audition for Pamina. The only thing Donna had available to send as an audition tape was her master's recital from Northwestern University. After Jeanette received it and listened to it, she told Fletcher to offer Donna the role. Donna received a very explicit letter stating the time, date, and location that she must appear with the entire role memorized in German. At that time, the bus from the airport to the Atlanta area would stop near various hotels. As was the fashion of the day, she dressed to the hilt, including high heels, carrying her luggage and asking the bus driver to let her off at the closest place near the First Presbyterian Church, where the rehearsal was being held. Struggling and racing to meet Mr. Wolf's deadline, when she reached the door, at the top of the stairs was Bill Suppan, who was singing Papageno, and he shouted out to Fletcher, "I told you there was only one soprano named Donna Angel." Donna and her husband had just sung a concert in Washington at Lee University, where Bill Suppan was the student coordinator of the concert series. After a long and excruciating rehearsal where Fletcher put her through her paces, she was told she had the role. Donna was told that she could no longer audition for Robert Shaw if she wanted to sing the role. So Donna wrote Mr. Shaw an apology and an explanation on why she would not be able to audition for him. On opening night at the Women's Playhouse, Mr. Shaw was in the audience, and like out of the movies, he went backstage after the performance and hired her to sing in King David. Thus began her singing with the Atlanta Symphony many times under the baton of Robert Shaw. The chorale later became the Atlanta Chamber Opera Company. Donna's leading man, Tamino, was performed by the fantastic tenor Lawrence Weaver. Lawrence and Donna were one of the first interracial love interest performers in Atlanta during the 60s. He became one of Donna's dearest and closest friends up to his death this past spring.
The Magic Flute is an opera in 2 acts by Mozart. The work is in the form of a singspiel, a popular form during the time it was written that included both singing and spoken dialogue, much like musical theater today. In this opera, the Queen of the Night persuades Prince Tamino to rescue her daughter Pamina from captivity under the high priest Sarastro. Instead, Tamino learns the high ideals of Sarastro's community and seeks to join it. Tamino and Pamina undergo several trials of initiation, which end in triumph, and the queen and her cohorts are vanquished. Papageno, who accompanies Tamino in his quest, fails the trials completely, but is rewarded anyway with the hand of his ideal female companion, Papagena.
We will hear 2 pieces from this opera. In the aria Ach ich für's, Pamina expresses how love's happiness is forever gone, and if Tamino no longer loves her, then she will find peace in death. Papageno announces to Pamina that her mother has sent Tamino to save her. Pamina rejoices to hear that Tamino is in love with her. In the duet Bei Männern welche Liebe fühlen, she offers sympathy and hope to Papageno, who longs for a wife. Together, they reflect on the joys and sacred duties of marital love.
Donna has sang the role of Dido in Dido and Aeneas many times. Her most favorite experience was in 1977 with the Georgia Festival of Arts in Italy. She was part of an amazing collaboration of fine arts composed of ballet, photographers, visual artists, jazz musicians, and the Atlanta Chamber Opera Company. When they arrived in Sulmona, Italy, Fletcher Wolfe and Donna walked over the entire city to discover where they wanted to perform their Dido. The town has the most perfect, exquisite bandbox opera theater imaginable. They explored the stage and she sang Dido's Lament. They decided that though this was a perfect performance space, it was not where they needed to mount their opera. So they set out on foot again to explore other possibilities and came upon the courtyard of an ancient church with cobblestone footing and a single stone bench, and instantly they knew this was the right place. It had heavy iron gates into the courtyard, an alcove under a darkened stairway, and two small open balconies attached to the back side of the church. Word spread, and some of the townspeople came and tilled the courtyard for the performances. Dido's death scene was performed at the stone bench. To make an entrance from one side to another, an Italian gentleman was assigned to Donna to rush her around the block to make her entrance. At one point in the staging, Donna was ushered through the ancient church and sang on one of the balconies. Donna learned many years later that the balcony had collapsed. But Donna's most moving memory is that of a mother and her small boy, who was sobbing and so heartbroken because he thought that Donna had indeed died. It took lots of assurances and many hugs to help him understand that it was an acting job and not real.
Dido and Aeneas, composed by Henry Purcell, was first performed in London around 1689. The story is based upon Book 4 of Virgil's Aeneid and recounts the love of Dido, Queen of Carthage, for the Trojan horse Aeneas and her despair when he abandons her. The libretto is based on Nahum Tate's play Brutus of Alba, or The Enchanted Lovers. Though encouraged to marry Aeneas by her handmaiden Belinda, Dido believes her love will make her a weak monarch. With her doubts, she still accepts a proposal of marriage. A sorceress wishing to destroy Carthage sends one of her imps in disguise as Mercury to instruct Aeneas to leave and to begin a new Troy on Latin soil. Broken-hearted, Dido sings her last aria, When I Am Laid in Earth, also known as Dido's Lament. She lastly states, "Remember me, but forget my fate," as she takes her own life. Tosca is Donna's favorite opera. In this famous scene, Tosca is engaged in an uncomfortable conversation with Scarpia about the fate of her lover. Tosca sings the aria Vici d'arte about the two great driving forces in her life, love and music.
In 1968, the Atlanta Chamber Opera Company, on the Alliance stage, Donna performed the role of Norina in Donizetti's Don Pasquale. While rehearsing and performing this role, Donna was pregnant with her daughter, Heather. She recalls that the Atlanta critic made some snide remark about her not being able to sustain long phrases, then later apologized when he found out she was pregnant, but was able to, quote, prance around the stage and execute the coloratura with finesse while pregnant, unquote.
Don Pasquale is an opera buffa, or comic opera, in 3 acts by Donizetti. The opera was first performed in January 1843 in Paris, with great success, and it is generally regarded as being the high point of the 19th century opera buffa tradition, and, in fact, marked its ending. Ernesto has refused the woman that his uncle Don Pasquale found for him, and as a result is to be disinherited. He has instead declared his love and devotion to the young and poor widow Norina. Pasquale decides that he should be the one to marry and produce an heir, despite his old age. Ernesto's friend, Dr. Malatesta, helps to create a deception in which Norina will play Dr. Malatesta's sister and fool the old man. As in all opera buffas, everyone is reconciled, and the moral of the story is revealed. Do not marry in old age.
We will also hear 2 selections from this opera. In the aria Quel guardo il cavaliere, Norina is reading a novel about love. After reading a passage aloud, she explains that she knows all the tricks of ensnaring a man. Dr. Malatesta joins Norina and they sing the duet Vado Coro, meaning I go, I run to the great trial, as they plot their deception of Don Pasquale. Now join us in singing as we wish Donna Angel a very happy birthday, and keep watching for special birthday greetings from around the world.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Donna. Happy birthday to you.
everybody. I'm Sally Van Houten. My association with Donna Angel started in what essentially was a broom closet at Kennesaw College in 1978. I began studying voice again and luckily found Donna. After about a month of lessons, Donna looked at me and said, "Sally, sweetheart, there's a voice in there somewhere. We'll find it." And she did. One of my earliest memories of Donna was attending a faculty recital given by her at Kennesaw College. I came away in awe of the versatility of her instrument. I came away mesmerized by the beautiful bronze-like timbre of her voice all over the vocal range. I came away wanting to be a better person. I came away with a full heart. That is the consummate performer. I don't think any of us who founded Capital City Opera Company thought that we would still be around today, giving a stage to local talent. But here we are, due largely because of the early creativity and perseverance of Donna Angel. Donna, you are my friend, my mentor, my coach, my teacher. I value all of those things. But I'm most grateful for your friendship. Our two families, in so many ways, grew up together. Donna, Henry, me, Heather, Michael, Will, Amanda, and John. We all had some incredible times together. And so Donna, Will, Amanda, John, and I wish you a very, very happy birthday. We love you and want you to have 80 more.
Donna sang Dido's Lament in Atlanta in the 1970s, and Vicki and I were so impressed. So here is Vicki's Lament in tribute to Donna.
I was a lowly 7th grader in the Newton High School marching band. When Donna was a senior, she was the drum major conductor, and she was so strict.
I first met Donna, who led a Newton marching band. As a leader she was strict. No trouble in our band. I was a clarinet, and I was really scared of her. I tried hard to follow her because no trouble in our band. Oh, I was young, and I was scared, and I forgot my reed. Oh, Donna dear, no Happy birthday, dear.
Donna.
To my dear friend Donna, on her birthday, actually I was told by a little bird that it was her 80th birthday, and you're in a magnificent shape, Donna, both mentally and physically. I mean, not everything is perfect physically, but nobody's is, for that matter. So I just want to remember with you our wonderful times together in so many places and with so many people, with the Atlanta Boy Choir going out to recruit for them, and having discussions with Fletcher, of course, and having discussions with Neil and all of the persona involved with all of the programs. And we had such a wonderful time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Donna. Happy birthday to you.
Hi, Donna Angel. Happy 80th birthday. I'm sorry I can't be there to celebrate with you, but I do hope you're celebrating, because we're celebrating you. You almost single-handedly changed the face of music in Atlanta. You and a very few others created the music scene that we know today. You gave unknown singers a chance to learn their craft. You helped people learn how to use their voice. You did it all with compassion and with passion and with total dedication. You're up there with the greats, and we love you, and I hope you're having a great day. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye, Donna.
Happy birthday, Donna! Sending lots of love your way, and my undying thanks for giving me the privilege to be a part of the magic that is Capital City Opera. I have one more thing to say. On your special day, laissez les bon temps rouler! Mwah!
Happy birthday, Donna Angel. We are so grateful for everything that you have given us and all the support. There's nothing more amazing than someone who has true expertise in what they do, and they use that expertise not to criticize and to belittle, but to help other people rise up. And that has certainly been your life's calling, and you are so amazing and impressive. And we are grateful for you, and we look forward to seeing you live in a theater, helping us create magnificent art for everyone again soon. Happy birthday. You indeed are the gift to us.
Hey Donna, it's Mary and Brian Fulton here. We've known you over 30 years, have fantastic memories singing with you, performing with you. We love you, and most importantly, happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mama Donna. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Mom.
Happy 80th birthday, Donna White Angel. Who'd have thunk when we met at Kennesaw almost 40 years ago that this is where we'd be today? And I don't know who I'd be without you. You were my teacher, my mentor, my friend. You gave me the confidence to believe in my abilities and the opportunity to grow and change as a musician and as a person, as you have done for so many singers all through the years. And we had some fun. Opera galas, madrigal singers, getting up at 4 a.m. to be in Eatonton by 7:30 to do a school show. Light Side Tuesdays at Camille's, and all those full-blown productions at Kellenwald and Clayton State and everywhere else in East, you know where. What a ride. Thank you, Donna, for your love, your persistence, your artistry, and your dedication to excellence. Happy birthday. I love you.
Happy birthday, Donna. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'm so proud to call you my friend. Love you.
I'm Ben Leap Trott, and I wanted to wish Donna a very happy 80th birthday. I miss seeing you, and after this pandemic, we will have to have lunch together. My goodness, what a legacy you have built and created through your many years of service to the singer community here. So many talented young singers came through the shows, the dinners in a Diva, through various concerts, and you brought opera to tens of thousands of school-aged children in the state of Georgia. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity that you gave me to work on such shows as Don Pasquale, The Consul, Wuthering Heights, Vanessa, Turner the Screw, Old Maid and the Thief. Each one has an indelible mark on my memory with the people that sang and working with you, and just enjoyed my time so much. You and Henry and Heather and Michael are dear to my heart, and I think of you often. I wanted to leave you with one funny story and how you had to put up with my antics. But oh gosh, maybe 30 years ago, we were doing some school shows down in south of Georgia on a military base. We did our first show and we packed up the set, and I inadvertently put my music on top of the van, but we went racing off. When we got to the second venue, we unloaded the set, we got ready to do the show, and no music. So I thought, oh gosh, and I knew exactly what I had done. I grabbed the keys for the van, went racing off, and even though we were at a military base and I could only go 20 miles an hour, I went backtracking our way to see if I could find my music. And there it was, in the middle of the road, my notebook, pages torn out on both sides of the road. I pull over the van, I jump out, I start running back and forth, dodging traffic, picking up pages here and there. The poor 3-ring binder was in the middle of the road, had been squashed. There were tire tracks on pages of music. It was a mess. But I managed to find them all, put them back together, and went back to the second venue, and we did the show without any further problems. But that was one of the funny, dear memories that I have with working with you and Capital City. And again, I wish you the very happiest of birthdays. Love you.
Happy birthday, Donna. I hope you have many, many, many more. Bye.
Once upon a time, a young, not so young, teacher started at Kennesaw and was talked into helping with the German and the Magic Flute. And during those sessions, I was convinced that I could be a priest in the chorus. Never sung a day in my life, and within a few years I was on the main stage of a theater on 14th Street, singing in Don Pasquale. Those memories are memories I will cherish forever, and I want to wish Donna Angel a wonderful, blessed birthday. You have meant the world to me. You've opened new horizons for me, even though I don't sing much anymore. I absolutely treasure those moments. I have them on video, and as soon as things get less crazy, then I'm headed to Woodstock to take you out for a special birthday. Thank you for being a part of my life. I love you very much.
Donna, can't believe we've been doing opera this long. Have a great 80th birthday. Love you.
Happy 80th birthday, Nana.
We love you.